All right, we are live now. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Woo-hoo. It's episode number 45, and we're going to talk about video, on video. And we're going to show you, we're going to talk about not only how to set up a good little video studio in your home, but we're going to show you kind of our own setups and give you some ideas of how to make them look really clean and polished and professional, despite not being in a professional setting necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are a few things that we always recommend to our clients who are considering doing some video. And the first thing that we want to talk about is let's talk about lighting. I feel like lighting.
I think that's one we talk about a lot. For sure, we've talked about in a couple other videos of when you do your videos and your picture to really keep in mind the lighting and space around you. Obviously, natural light is the best. For instance, across from me is one window, to the side of me is my, sliding glass door. So lots of natural light coming in.
Yeah, and straight in on your face, not from behind you, because that creates shadows. And you have some interesting tips for lighting as well, if
I
natural light
do.
is an option.
Yeah, if you don't have access to good natural light, or the space that does have good natural light isn't working for you, or you have to do a video call super early in the morning or really late at night, some tips are obviously a ring light. We have one of those. You can get them off Amazon. But if you don't want to spend the money or you can't, great. Is any kind of underneath any of your light switches that have great bright light, like in your foyer or in a den that has lots of light, or lamps. Now, a tip I learned from my mom when I was younger, because she's a night owl and always would work crazy long hours at night decorating her house or painting or crafting or anything, is to actually take your lampshade off of your lamp and it'll cast more light. Or she would try and angle, if it was a really big lampshade, she could actually angle them to force the light to go in a direction. So definitely give those a try if you don't have good natural light and you don't have a ring light.
I love that. I love Thanks for the tips, Stacy. No, that's really fun. Sometimes you just have to get a little inventive with it. And today, while we're doing this video, I feel a little like in the dark a little bit more than normal. I don't have my ring light in front of me because I loaned it to one of our clients who is live streaming one of her art classes last night. So wanted her to be able to test it and see what it's like and all of that. Can you show, do you have your ring light there? Can you show it?
It's upstairs. Let me go grab it really quick.
Okay, you grab it, I'll ramble. Sorry, we should have prepared for that a little bit better, but hi Monica, hi Matt. Thanks for watching. So lighting, yeah, is really key. You just want to make sure, especially, if you're doing any kind of, even if you're just jumping on a Zoom call with some clients or with business colleagues, whatever it might be, you just want your videos to be nicely lit and professional looking. Yeah, there it is.
All
So
right.
when
So
we're, people want to know, like, some people want to know, like, what is a ring light? What do I need?
so I have the baby version. Casey has the much larger version, but a ring light essentially is, we have a little plug and we plug it in and this lights up. We also have a phone holder here and one here. And then on this particular one, I have options of different kinds of color casts, meaning the light will turn kind of a whitish, there's a blue, there's a yellow, just for different kinds of purposes of like skin tones, or maybe the way the lighting is around my room. That's very advanced. Just normally, if you get one of these and it has multiple options, usually kind of the yellow light or the whitish blue will be great. Usually for my house with all the extra natural light, I usually go with the whitish blue. For Casey's, usually the yellow works best. If you get one of those, but it has a little tripod stand to where I can make it taller, shorter, etc. that is a ring light.
Yeah, they're pretty handy tools. I think one of the things I love the most about it is the remote feature. Yeah, because
that one is super helpful for right now since we are not together.
Great. And then I love that it can hold your phone too. Speaking of phone holders, one other thing we have is if you don't have a ring light or a need for a ring light, but you still want your camera to be nice and steady, if you're using your phone, like right now I'm on my computer to stream this, but if we were using a phone and didn't need light, just like a little mini tripod like this is pretty cool. So it's really small and flexible, and the legs you can flex and bend them, so you can like curve them around a piece of furniture or something and
yeah, and
bend around it.
So also a nifty trick, if you don't have one of those, or if you want something kind of cheap that you can get and you can use books, and I use these for multiple purposes, cameras, but also, I'm trying to open it, for watching stuff on my phone. I have one of these nifty little guys.
Ooh,
so it has like the little edge, and then this pops up, and then you can has like different levels. So you can like plug it here or there, and basically what you do, so that would go on the table, and then my phone would go up like this or to the side so that it holds your phone up.
Nice. Yeah, so
really cheap. I think I got this whole thing of like 12 of them for like $3.
I mean, this little guy, I think, I mean, I paid way more for it back in the day when I bought it like 4 or 5 years ago, but they are, I think they're like $15 now on Amazon. So yeah, it's really inexpensive little upgrades to help make your videos look so much better. And then that kind of segues into angles.
So important.
Angles are everything.
They are. Angles of a picture, angles of a video are so important. I mean, we've all been there before where we've seen, you know, a group of girls and they're like down on the ground and the other girl are taking pictures, but truly angles are everything. I mean, no one wants to see my double chin or, you know, anything else.
Up the nose. It's not cute. So I don't have a real good setup for this, but my makeshift at home kind of setup is I have taken all our biggest, fattest books and stacked them up on the table. So, so that it's like a good height. You want it kind of like up and tilted down at you.
Yeah.
Is the best angle. So
yeah, for instance, I am using a box and then a smaller box of paper because I'm on the table today. And because I'm on the table's already a little bit higher. And also have it close up to your face so people can see your face. You know, you don't want to be so far away that you're like seeing your entire body and people can't see your face. People like to see your face.
right.
Yes, these stack of books. Yes, we've all been there. I was using our what's it called, filing box.
Oh yeah,
on my couch last week, and
yeah, when we were in the office all the time, and like when I'm recording how-to videos and stuff by myself, we have this little decorative container that says create on it, and I just flip that upside down and then stick my laptop up on top of it with like a book underneath to kind of like put on my little laptop kickstand so that it kind of is at the right angle.
Lean it forward. Yeah.
Yeah, lean it forward a little bit.
Yeah, because if you have you know, like a tablet type style or an iPad where it's not a computer, where it, you know, closes and you can angle it the right way, you can add, Casey and I have found you can add extra books, sometimes your cell phone or like notepads under it to lift it up.
Yeah. Just get creative and keep digging around until you find something that puts it at the right angle. And I've noticed that when we do our Fri Yays, we are both typically in the same spot in our house. So you have a really lovely little backdrop there where it's
Thank you.
decorated. I'm in my dining room, which is currently my home office, with just a really simple background that's really clean and there's not a lot going on. So you just want to make
Yeah,
sure.
I tend to shift between this backdrop and my couch and my plain wall backdrop, but as you can see, I still have something in the background, but it's not overwhelming. It's not too busy to where, Casey's going, well, what are all those things in the background? I'm not in front of shelves with lots of trinkets. Another thing is that I don't have any inappropriate things behind me, like, alcohol, personal things. I have this nice closet and some lamps.
Yeah. Just yeah, it's good to just keep the background as clean and minimal as possible. It's nice to have something back there just so that it's not super plain and boring. But you don't want it to be too busy or chaotic looking or make all the people who have like severe ADHD just kind of paying more attention to what's going on in the background than what you're actually saying in your videos.
Right. Let's try to not play Where's Waldo and I Spy. Let's just focus on the call.
I mean, unless you're getting on your video and you're just gonna do something fun of like an I Spy game, but that's
That would be kind of fun though. Like a happy hour, let's play I Spy in each other's house.
right.
New game. And then another one is audio. So I think a lot of times people, because you're already thinking about the lighting, you're thinking about the backdrop, you're preparing for your call, you're thinking, what top am I gonna wear? Because let's be honest, half the time we probably have our PJs on the bottom. So we sometimes forget about audio, and it's definitely hard right now with everyone being home. We have our spouses home, for those who have kids, for those who have animals. So the background noise can sometimes be really chaotic and distracting when you're on a call. So try and keep that in mind. Try and pick a spot in the house that maybe you would have a little bit more quiet time, or pick a time for your call when, if you have kids that, they're having quiet time or they're in a lesson. A lot of people are like, well, the weather's nice. What about outside? Outside can be great unless your neighbors are starting to mow the lawn or have kids running around outside. So definitely keep those things in mind.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that, like you can't control, especially living if for those of us who are in Hampton Roads, Virginia, and before all of this stay at home and social distancing, there was a lot of jet noise from the naval air stations nearby. So, if a jet roars overhead, a jet roars overhead, and you pause and you laugh about it and you explain it and you move on.
Exactly. Yeah, always don't feel bad about the little things that might happen. Just take them into consideration when you're picking the spot in your house.
Yeah. So that also, like the final thing then is just planning ahead. So we know we get it all the time. We get the question all the time of like, oh, I know I should do video, but, or the comment per se, like, oh, I know I should do video, but it scares me. I don't want to. I'm uncomfortable. Whatever, whatever that might be. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get to an extent. And then also just preparation is a big part of it. So, writing down some notes and having those in front of you is very helpful. Or, when we're in the office and we're doing these videos or any other kinds, we'll have like our little marker board with bullet points on it, just to kind of help the flow move along a little bit better.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll kind of like either mentally or together we'll walk through kind of the conversation of what we're going to say. And there's so much improvisation, but we kind of just have like a bullet point of, what we're going to kind of say.
Yeah, main topics and highlight points to cover, and the rest we just kind of fill in the gaps. But that comes with experience too, and a level of comfort that comes from experience. So, everybody's starting to do more video, and we're so proud of everyone for jumping in and getting on the video bandwagon if they weren't before. But we know that it's not necessarily in everyone's comfort zone, as well as, you know, wanting to do it perfect is great. Like, I appreciate anyone who wants to do something to a certain quality, or a high standard, but it doesn't have to be perfect either. I mean, I think about some of the people that I follow and have been following for a long time, and when they started like video blogging back in, I don't know, 2010, and the quality and the production aspect to what they're doing now, it's come so far, but they haven't taken those videos down. You can still go, like, I look at Marie Forleo, you can still go to her YouTube channel, Marie TV, and you can see all her old videos and watch those. And she talks about all the time. She's like, I cringe when I see that, you know, but you all have to start somewhere. And so just start doing it, learn as you go. Don't be afraid of the messiness or feeling a little uncomfortable about it. Just go for it. It's my best advice. Just go for it. And we're here to cheer you along. So hopefully this helps everyone with their videos. One other thing about audio I forgot to mention earlier is using a microphone.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of really great microphones. Mine is about 100 years old. I have had it since 2010, I think, 2011. But this little blue snowball microphone is a beast, and it still works great, has pretty great sound quality. When I'm recording my how-to videos and stuff like that for clients, it's a USB cord, I plug it into my computer, and it just makes the audio quality quite a bit better.
We have one too. Ours is a little clip-on microphone, and it plugs in, and then we have a second one that's Bluetooth for Austin and his master's program, but they work really well. Amazon.
I think these are like maybe $50. They're not.
Yeah, I saw that one recently on there. There was two versions. One was 50, one was 25. Ours was like 15.
Yeah. So, you know, just implementing a few things and like kind of getting a few tools in your tool belt is a good idea. Now, okay, I keep saying one last thing, and I really mean it this time. If you don't have a great background, and let's say you're doing Zoom videos, I know a lot of us are using Zoom these days. Look at this. If you don't have a background you love, you can create a custom background. I've seen a lot of people doing pictures, like Janelle Bailey-Keene from Vivid Expressions. On her Zoom calls, she's been showing pictures of the different venues that she's decorated and done all the floral arrangements and table settings and everything for. So that's really cool to see. Tim Ritter from Family Fun Experience, on he's been showing like pictures from their view at the Virginia Beach ocean front. So there's really cool stuff. I made this in Canva, and you can do a video. So you can just have this kind of like little looping video in the background. If you don't have like a nice place in your house where you can do your videos, you can fix that. You can use a stock photo of a really beautiful office if you want to. But that's just one more option. So anyway, we could go on and on about this forever, but we hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments below, and we will answer them very quickly. And other than that, I just want to say stay tuned, because we are getting ready to launch a couple new initiatives, and we'll be announcing those soon on our social media channels. And there will be an email that goes out about it too as well. So stay tuned. We have some exciting stuff coming in the next few weeks that we're really stoked to launch and execute. So stay tuned, and we will see you next Friday or Friday.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.